The great and divine festival of Telangana, Bonalu, is going to start next week. This celebration of Ammavaru, the mother goddess Devi, is an integral part of Telangana's ancient cultural heritage. Bonalu is the ushering of monsoon and devotees praise for a fruitful, healthy and prosperous new beginnings ahead. With Bonalu comes the age-old traditional practice of Bonam and Yata Bali, or ritualistic animal sacrifice, or Bali Pratha. However, this ancient practice is not being performed as per the Shastras, as most Hindu devotees are now hiring a halal Muslim butcher to perform the animal sacrifice. 99% of the Devi temples across Telangana are employing a Muslim butcher who performs halal, and this halal meat is being offered to Ammavaru. Is this right, correct, or acceptable as per Bali? Are halal and Bali the same? The answer is a big no. So, today let us discuss this ancient Vidhan of Bali Pratha as mentioned in our Shastras and the correct procedures to perform Bonam or Bali as described in them. The Shaktaya text, Kalika Puranam, which is written in 9th or 10th centuries in its chapter named Rudiradhyaya, clearly explains the concept of Bali Vidhi Vidhan and instructs the niyamas of how, what and when Pashubali should be performed to appease Ma Bhagavati or the primordial feminine. Pashubali requires a proper sankalpa to be performed, a proper guided diksha wherein the special ceremonial weapon or sword used only for the purpose of Bali, which is first sanctified by mantras and then duly worshipped at the temple. The Pashu or sacrificial animal is first sanctified by mantras and worship, and later it is then cut in one single shot, which is Jatka, at the jugular using the ceremonial sword or khadgam. And not even a drop of blood is allowed to touch the ground. The blood is collected in a ceremonial vessel and taken inside the Garbhagruha and offered to the deity, in this case to Devi. 14th century, the Shakta Guru Raghunandan Bhatt, who belonged to the northeast region of Bharat, wrote 28 books on Shakta worship, including the Sattvic procedures in Dakshinachara as well as Vamachara. He clearly states that the Pashu being offered correctly according to Vidhi Vidhan will be blessed by Ma Bhagavati to attain a superior birth in the afterlife or next Janma. Also, the famous Agoracharya Sant Kinaram Baba, who lived around 400 years ago, also wrote extensively on this subject of Pashubali. His writings and the correct procedure to perform Pashubali can be found even today at Sri Kinaram Ashram, Varanasi. Briefly explained, there are 5 types of prana in the human body, namely prana, apana, udana, vyana and samana vayus. And Bali is performed by a sadhaka in order to transfer some of his own prana into that animal and then cutting its head in one single shot using a consecrated khadgam or the ceremonial sword. Before performing this, the sadhaka prays to Ammavaru, pleading her to grant a superior birth in the afterlife to this Pashu, that is, freedom from Pashu Yoni to Urdhva Yoni Janma. Now, the question we need to ask ourselves as Hindus and devotees of Devi is whether we are following even 1/4 of what our Shastras mention on how to perform Bali. In fact, the best of the best, that is, Utkrishta, superior, most quality, pure and unadulterated meat is offered to Ma Bhagavati, but not Uchista or adulterated, impure or polluted halal Muslim meat. I request all devotees to please understand, respect and follow our Shastras and seek the guidance of a knowledgeable guru rather than offering polluted Bali to Ammavaru. Here is wishing each and every one of you and your families a very happy, blessed Bonalu. May Ma Bhagavati shower her blessings on one and all. Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu. See you soon. Jai Hind.